As part of the new Creative Cloud series, Adobe just released a great new feature called Generator for Photoshop. Long gone are the days of creating slices for every object you needed exported out of Photoshop. Now, whether you're designing for the web or for games, you know this process. You go in, you grab your slice tool, you just go, you create all these random slices. You double click and you name your slice. Let me bring this over. You name your slices. You just keep on creating these boxes. But the difficulty of this is as you can see here, let's say I wanted to export out this branch behind the clouds as well as the cloud. We actually have no way of remembering slices. So what you end up having to do is, let's say we name this cloud, right? We name this cloud, but we want to use a slice back there. We either rescale this down to fit that area, or we create another slice. But still, we had the same problem that we're currently facing, and it's that you have to go in, take out all these layers, layer groups, and this isn't too bad of a Photoshop document. So we have a lot of layer groups in here. A lot of them are actually named. So when you see them, you're kind of like, whoa, you know, maybe I can organize. Maybe it's not that bad. But as a designer and a developer, I've seen both sides, and I know I'm guilty of creating layers upon layers called untitled or copy one, copy two, copy three. So what you have is you have this race to find which layers you have to enable and disable, then go back and keep looking for other layers to disable. And if they're locked, it's a whole nother problem trying to find them in nested layers. So it just creates so much work. So you can't save slices out. You can't change them. In the case of let's say we wanted to export both this and the other cloud that was in front of it. Let me grab the clouds. You have so much more work that is created just for something that's really so simple. But this new Photoshop generator feature completely revolutionizes all of that. So instead of worrying about what the background looks like, or even this snow that I created on top of the image, all of that no longer needs to be a priority. All you have to do is to enable generator is go into File, and right under Save for Web is this new option called Generator. And we're going to click on Image Assets. Now before I click on it, I'm actually going to show you what the folder looks like. I saved out this Photoshop file called the gate underscore screen in the Photoshop generator folder. Now once I click on generator, you'll see automatically, nice, all of the items that I tagged were all exported out as PNGs. Now you saw that happened literally instantaneously. Now what's going to happen is as I make changes to our folders, it will automatically be updated. So first, let's talk about why did those generate automatically. Well, as you can see right here, I actually named these and changed their names, excuse me, I changed their names and added .png to them. The way generator works is by adding .png, .jpeg, or .gif to any layer, it'll actually export out that layer whenever changes are made. So I'm going to bring this back in here. So we see all of our branches .png are here. I'm going to leave this as group 1 with the spacing, and I'm going to do .jpeg because we want to export this whole group. I do that, I reopen this up, and as you can see, group 1.jpg is automatically exported. So that's a great way for you to create sprites, creating sprite sheets, or if you want to, for all intents and purposes, I know we do this a lot, where we'll create multiple revisions of a design, and we want to show the client, say, hey, what do you think about case A, case B, case C? And in this instance, we can actually still create all of the little elements, but then have the whole entire group selected. Sometimes we'll create pages, multiple pages, all in one Photoshop document. There's no need to go back anymore and go and say, hey, I like this layer, let me export this layer. We can just .png at the end, and you'll see everything will be exported. Now, how does this update and how does this work? Whenever you change a layer, that update is made. So let's say we have this tree in the background. Let's say we go ahead and we change the color. So I'm going to add let's say levels, right? So I'm gonna add a levels to this. I'm gonna make sure that it only attaches to that one tree, and I'm gonna change the levels a little bit, make it a little darker. Open this up again, and boom. So it refreshed and it made it darker. So as you make changes, this will automatically update for you. Now what's really cool about this is we no longer have to slice anymore. There is no need for slicing. And if you actually want to get whether it's different qualities, Photoshop Generator's syntax is so simple and so intuitive. It actually makes creating images fun again.